Hey YouTube, dog watcher. So I'm very slowly getting better. It's been pneumonia I've never had before, so I didn't know the recovery process was so difficult. And I guess I'm not young, I'm getting old, so that's played a part. But I wanted to, while I have some energy and while I can breathe a little better, come to you with Seiko, the two Seiko divers that I have now. Here's one of them here, that the Seiko SLA073, and then the Seiko SLA075, which, by the way, I have swapped and put the bracelet on the SLA075 and put the rubber strap on the SLA073. So that took care of the wrist check. I'm going to go over this in a second, but to me, overall, this is the way Seiko should have shipped these two watches. They should have sold these two watches with this rubber strap on this 073 and the bracelet on the 075. But I do think I know why they did it this way. Just today, I was on YouTube and I saw, I believe the channel name is Escapement and Watch. He knows Seiko very well. Big channel, and he had a post up, not a video because it hadn't been released yet, but they're making, which kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of upset about it, because I thought this is it. These are 200M divers. Okay, the SLA055, SLA057, Everbent Steel limited edition, same case design. SLA075, SLA073, all the same case design, all the same movement, 8L35 movements, 42.6 millimeters. Two of them are Everbent Steel, two limited editions. These are the cave diving. I guess I should have just known, and I didn't. I didn't see that. I didn't put through to the insight. But Seiko is going to release. They are going to be releasing the same exact, as you see here, same exact, if you have the SLA055 or 57, same exact case model, movement, everything. But they're going to be a 300 meter diver. And you watch, I guarantee you, Seiko is going to price that thing at $5,500 to compete with the Omega Seamaster Professional. You watch. But that upsets me, because what type of impact does that make on these two divers that I just bought? And the diver you have, the Everbent Steel 55 or 57. That's wrong. That is. I don't like that move by Seiko. I mean, I do like the fact that they're going to make a 300M diver in this, with this case. Although this case design, there's nothing wrong with it. I believe that's what's going to take the place of the MM300, the iconic MM300. I think that's a mistake. I think the MM300 needs to stay around. In my insight, my thought process was it was going to be reintroduced into another higher echelon and priced it and doubled the price at $5,500 is what I thought, but evidently not. The model, if I remember correctly, from me just briefly looking at it, is SLA079 is what's going to be released, according to that channel. And he knows Seiko well. I watched his channel quite often, and he's very good, very knowledgeable, and has a very good channel. So the same exact case, everything the same, 8L35 movement. I don't know if they're going to be Everbent Steel. I would assume so, if they're going to try to compete with the Omega and sell for $5,500, which is what I would suspect coming is up the pipeline. But it was a black dowel, black bezel, classic. That's great. I want it. I already want it, because I have these two. They're 200 meters. Are they going to be worth less now? I don't know. I got to think it's got to have an impact on the value of these. But to get into to leave that subject, comment below and let me know your thoughts on that. SLA079, 300M diver, same exact thing. What do you think? Is that a kind of a low blow move by Seiko? Shouldn't they have released that in the beginning? But anyway, I think this is a better look. it brings the dial color out. This bracelet washed this dial color out. It made it look silver because the bracelet's silver. This gives it contrast. There's nothing better than color contrast. So the contrast of this black rubber strap makes this dial look blue now. It gives it a blue color. I mean, almost the color of my shirt. Where when I had the bracelet on it, I always thought this is a silver dial. Seiko commit to a color. So I just think this looks better. I wanted to give a close-up shot of this. Give you a quick wrist shot on the wrist. I mean, this is the way that I'll be wearing it, and I have cycled it out since I've got the SLA075 in. And let me give you a close-up view of it on the bracelet. And I'll end this. So the SLA079 looks just like this, except it's got a very inky black dial. It's got the same bezel. It's going to look almost identical to this, but it's probably going to be $5,500. You bet. You watch. But this looks good. I'm very pleased with this. Do I need both models in my collection? No, but did it, and so now I may have to pay a heavy price because the 300M is going to be released. But I do like them. Even if the 300M, when it does release, I don't plan on getting rid of these unless something crazy happens. But I love these. I like this case design. I think it's a good size, 42.6 millimeters. Just so that those of you who are not familiar with this case, it's 42.6 millimeter case size, 13.1 thick, drilled lugs, 49.3 lug to lug, 20 millimeter lug width. When I weighed it before, everything was about 170 grams on the bracelet with all the links in. It's about 120 grams with the strap. I'm gonna give you some bezel action is the same on both of them. I'm gonna give you this on both of them. It's really muted. Can you hear that? It's a very refined sound, but it's very muted. Let me go around to let me get it lined up here, and it lines up. So that's that bezel action. I'll let you hear this one here, and see if you can hear a difference. This one sounds about the same. I think it's about the same. Very smooth, very refined. But it's 200M. When Seiko is going to release a 300M. So what's that going to do to these divers? I just don't know. I think they're still fine timepieces. They still have an 8L35 movement. For those of you who are not familiar with it, these four similar like divers. These are the cave diving series, and then the other two have written still limited editions. But only one out of all four of these SLA models, 55, 57, 73, 75. The 73 is the only one that came on the bracelet. That's just totally wrong. Seiko should have put a bracelet on this 75, and they should have put a bracelet on 055 and 057. But right now, this is my favorite watch in my collection. I love this piece. This piece is getting the most wrist time. I don't want to take it off. It's beautiful. I highly recommend it, but I don't recommend paying $415 for this bracelet, which, you know, I guess was kind of an oxymoron move by me. I went and had bought both these pieces, so I paid, you know, but I didn't pay retail, but I wanted both because I wanted to swap out between the both of them. So, but I got the bracelet. I won't get another bracelet to put on this one. I'll keep this one on a rubber strap. But here's a wrist shot. I'm gonna end this. It's getting long. Perfect size. Just a good looking piece. So comment below about the Seiko SLA079 300M. What do you think the price is going to be? What do you think Seiko's up to? And thanks for all your support. Thanks for the get well wishes. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.